And hit play. Make sure that time code is blowing.
It's blowing.
Okay, we're getting levels and we're getting recording on audio and video. 1, 2, 3.
Hey. Oh. Clap. Because you have it. Yay.
Yay.
What's up, man? Yay. We got a podcast. Yay.
How are we going to do this? You're going to introduce me? I'm going to introduce you. What's the deal? How's this go? I don't know how podcasts work.
Professionally, you're supposed to go, hey, this is Steven Sanchez, and I'm here with Kermit Gonzalez, and this is Draw Laughs.
Draw laugh? What the hell is draw laughs?
Isn't it drawing or draw?
Drawing laughs. You got me confused now.
You haven't made a logo for it, so it doesn't matter.
That's the only way you function.
That's the only way. I got to see pictures. I don't even go to restaurants that doesn't have pictures on the menu.
Dude. Yeah, and the little map and the maze and everything.
That's the kids' menu, and yes, I do enjoy that when I go and eat.
All right. I'm Steven Sanchez, and you are...
Kermit Gonzalez.
Kermit!
There you go.
Good for you. It's solid, bro. That's solid. Like your waist.
That's a compliment?
That's for you, for a Chipotle man like yourself.
I'll take it. You got
That's all you.
You got a solid waist, boy.
Solid
Thanks.
waist, brother. You know, that's the new. That's the new love, bro. That's the new one love right there.
All right, I'll take it.
I know you're gonna take it. So,
right. So what's new with you?
I started a lot of things happen with me. The thing is that when we hit the record button, for some odd reason, I blank out.
No, that's
and normally
new.
when we start conversing, I'll gradually get into it.
Well, you should stick to drawing and stop trying to be a comedian.
Okay.
And a podcaster.
Okay. All right. I see where you're going with this one. So recently,
stick to what you know, loser.
So recently, I got Preachered, which you I guess you can explain what happened to Preacher.
So Preacher Lawson, semi-winner of America's Got Talent. He does live feeds on his Instagram, and he always, he's pretty active with his fans. And somebody wrote him, was like, hey, Preacher, I love your comedy, but you talk too much. Can you, stop talking on your live feed? I was like, and then he just went off on him. He's like, yo, this is my live feed. I'll say what I want. And he tagged the kid's name. And it's like a 12-year-old kid. Yeah. And it's funny because he just went off on the kid, saying that he looks like he collect rocks
dude, I was rolling so hard when he said that.
And then you go and check the kid's profile, and he goes, hey, my name's Timmy, and I'm #1 fan of Preacher Lawson. That's his profile bio. And he's riding it so hard. I mean, he's not really getting any views because no one really cares. But it's just funny how that works. People talk trash, and then it kind of works in their favor because you get under someone's skin, and then you get the retweet back or the what the hashtag I guess now or Instagram. You could tag somebody's profile name. So then we'll go and see who's he talking about, and then you get all the. So anyways, it was just funny, and this happened to you recently. It happened to me
because it's a tale as old as time, and I already know that trollers, they tend to do that. They'll just say something stupid just to get you, and then they want you to literally go off on them. And nine times out of 10 it does happen. But for me, I already see that game, and it's so stupid, but at times it does work. But I was actually happy that it happened to me because apparently now I can't do Instagram live feeds without some kid just going off on me, telling me that, oh, you have good artwork, but you're not a stand-up comedian. It was the quote that I got, and I saw that. I was like, wow, that was a badge of honor for me because I was like, I'm not trying to be a stand-up comedian. It was just my day. I was bored, and I decided to record, and that was it. So I'm like, and for that he left. I'm like.
Oh, he did he unfollow you too?
I don't know. I mean, there's tons of people following and unfollowing every day. It's just the nature of the beast. Right. But I can't keep track of all that stuff. But I'm like, hey, if you didn't like it, you don't have to click on my IG stories. And it's true. It's
That's
you don't
so
have
funny.
to be on there if you don't want to watch it. Move on.
So everyone has an opinion. So
it's just insane.
Everyone has a butthole.
Yeah, but it's just and it's some kid. All right, because an adult, I'm like, for you to be an adult, just randomizing like that, or even a teenager. I mean, I get, maybe 17, 18 years old, but come on, man. Go on with your own life. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. I don't care, you know.
Yeah, just unsubscribe
Yeah,
or
for real.
whatever.
And you see all these stand-up comedians, they get the same BS from everybody too, especially when they do their specials. Like Tom Segura himself recently just got himself just like inundated with like tons of like hate mail and messages.
Oh, for the New Orleans joke?
It's just like, what the heck was that about?
It's a good joke.
It's a great joke, and it's like, and they're all giving him flack for that. It's like he's not a racist.
It wasn't even that.
He was just
like
commenting.
I don't even think he realized that joke wasn't supposed to be that much attention. No. Not at all, because it was so quick. He was like, I just build a wall over New Orleans.
And he's so nonchalant when he delivers the line, which is so great.
Yeah, he's just so. And everyone lost their shit on it. I was like,
it's insane. It's just, and like, well, y'all bringing attention to it, then you're giving it more fame. And I'm like, well, he just gets bigger because of it. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is, and that's what happened to me yesterday. And so for me, I call it getting preachered now because it was fun. It happened right within that same week's time frame. It was just totally fun.
Do how many messages you get privately on Instagram? What would you say?
I probably get like 3 to 4 a week.
Okay, so not to a point where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't.
No, I'm not inundated by messages like that. No, not at all. Yeah.
Okay. No, the reason why I asked because I did a show last night at the Improv. It was for a Instagram fan, or sorry, an Instagram star. Both of them are on YouTube and Instagram. They're huge on it, and their clientele is huge on that. And they did a show at the Improv, and I hosted for them. And the guy was funny. It was called Joselito the Puppet, and he's based out of Boston. And his feature, he only did comedy twice in his entire life. Like this is his second time on stage, and he was on the Improv, which is like, for like comedians that are like really working hard, like doing open mics. But anyway, so he did that. And I asked him questions about Instagram, how he goes about it. And he told me but it's funny because he was telling me these numbers like, oh yeah, after like 600 DMs, Instagram kicks it off. I'm like, I have no idea what that means. Like, what does that feel like? Like you have 600 people message you right after the show. Like, oh, you killed it, bro. You slayed that shit. Yeah. Like, he did okay. All right. Feature did okay. But I mean, the headliner was good. But he was telling me all these like little secrets of Instagram. Like how to post and how they go about it. I don't know if it's secret, but like the guys, I don't even think he was 21. It was just crazy how much fan base he has.
Well, he's just going around the puppet on Instagram.
This is his feature. His feature has like just the same amount of fan base. And all he does is skits, and they're funny. I give him that. The skits are funny. But holy moly, man. He was just telling me like how he goes about it. It was interesting.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, if you're constantly pushing it and clawing at trying to get the funny out there, then yeah, you're gonna get some bites. That's how Instagram and social media works. You just keep pushing at it every single day. Until you annoy the people who don't want to see you anymore, and then go off. That's not your fan base. That's it. That's just how it is.
And he was telling me like how many people he follows and how many people's posts he likes and comments on. And it's all like a connection base, like a kind of like a business meeting get together. And I don't do that. Like I just click on things that I like. Like even like I wouldn't go to some comedian's page I'd never seen and just like his photo because he's on stage. Like I just won't do it. I don't know why. I just kind of just breeze right through it. For the most part, I do comedy, but my Instagram is full of art. Like I watch a bunch of artists. That's all I watch, and I just like, oh, I love that Venom piece. Oh, I love that Guardian.
You started with the whole art thing, going to MegaCon and everything, and then like several years ago, you're like, I want to be a stand-up comedian. It was just like what? Yeah. Even everyone, your wife, your family.
At the time, my wife. Everyone's like, what?
Nobody. This was not expected by anyone. That's like you saying, I want to be a civil engineer. It's like, but you don't know how to use a ruler. It just doesn't
I don't
work.
Actually.
And they caught everybody off guard. And here's the funny part. You took classes.
A classes. I was saying like
Yeah,
two.
but I think what was it? You paid like over $200 for this, right?
Nope. Nope. No, they wanted me to pay,
Oh,
and I did
how
it.
much did you pay though? That's a good question.
I paid like $50 for the first like two classes, and
Okay.
then I was like, and then like one of the comedians pulled me to the side and was like, "You want to do comedy?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead and open mic."
yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's how it worked." Like I didn't know how to work. Period. I walked into this super blind, and like I told somebody before, I thought you had to be famous to even touch a comedy stage. Like, because I'm watching Martin Lawrence and I'm watching people like Sinbad growing up, and they had shows and movies and all that. So in my head, I'm going, well, just because Eddie Murphy did Beverly Hills Cop, that's why he's allowed to do comedy. I didn't know he did comedy first and then the movie. I wasn't in that world.
Come on, man.
So
Eddie
I didn't
Murphy's
know.
Delirious.
But I didn't grow up around TV too much till like later in my life. That makes sense. Yeah, like I was very cartoons, just cartoons, and that's it. I didn't watch like you tell me you're like, oh, I watched Full House. I'm like, what's that? And like I was like, I don't watch any of that. Like the closest thing I watched was Married with Children when it came out, and I was
So
like,
you
all right,
never
this is
seen
weird.
Roseanne? Never
No.
seen any of the old
I
episodes?
mean, now I have.
Okay.
I started
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
Like Seinfeld to me, I didn't know.
That
Like
was all
I
alien
probably
to
watched
you.
Seinfeld like, yeah, it was like 2-3 years ago. I just started watching on
Yeah.
Hulu. Like, so all those shows, I was so Ninja Turtle, Thundercats, He-Man, all the Saturday block. That was my life,
that
and
cartoon,
that was it.
Craze growing up.
That was it, man. And this Cartoon Network came out, and then I was done. Looney Tunes,
Yeah, I
24/7.
actually met you like right when the Cartoon Network thing was kind of like halfway. Yeah,
Popping.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Nicktoons was like like they had really good shows on Nicktoons with Ren and Stimpy, then Invader
Yeah,
Zim, and all
yeah.
that. So, yeah, my life of like comedy, like wasn't really. I was cartoon comedy.
You didn't get into stand-up comedy till like early 30s, I believe, because you're 35 now. Like,
No,
or
I
late
got stand-up-
20s, early 30s.
I would say I really got into liking stand up comedy was like around my like high school time. So,
But in the sense
Like-
of like watching it religiously now, the way it is on Netflix.
no, because I mean I didn't have access
Yeah.
to it. Like when my first full comedy set that I saw was Sinbad, the one where he was in
Yeah.
a blue suit. I don't even remember, and like that blew my brain. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is hilarious. Like I want to do that, but I never.
Yeah, but it was like
pursued
that
I was just
dirty
like-
little secret because you never told anybody.
Cause I didn't know how to like. It felt I don't know. It's almost.
But it would have
you
felt like
didn't-
you
I
would
didn't
have.
know
I mean,
the
we've known each
steps.
other for a while, so it would have felt like you would have been like, it would have been something. It would have popped out of your head one day when we were just like chilling or something, just watching TV or
Well, like clearly, I will always try to make someone laugh when we're talking. I'm doing dumb shit.
Especially your
I
father.
like-
I remember your father would cackle laugh so hard late at night after work when I used to chill at your place, and it was just like he would just because I remember you did some banjo thing with the moonshine, and I think it's still recorded somewhere. And
Like I was always trying to entertain
Yeah.
people, so that's where it was at. And then so like I was just like, man, I wonder if I can actually keep this going.
Yeah.
And then
you
So,
did.
yeah.
You found a way.
I think that's what found a way. So I was doing shows for my parents and friends, but like secretly. Like I wasn't like, hey, want to look at my set? I'll be like, so y'all go get some moonshine.
exactly.
Like I'll do something stupid and then I'll make someone laugh.
But recently
whatever.
you opened up for the puppet. I forget his name.
Yeah, that was last
That was
night
last
actually.
night. Yeah. You have any video footage of that?
Yeah, I got
sent
some.
me a
I
clip
recorded my
last night.
set. Yeah, I chopped it up to show
Yeah.
you because Messenger, but I didn't record his set or the feature set. I just kind of record them walking up to the stage, but I recorded my set and I had a good time, and it was fun, man. I thought it was gonna be kind of like crappy because I heard that Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
Dunham. Am I saying that right? I heard that he treats the puppets as people. So like you have to greet him and then you have to greet the puppet.
Yeah.
So I don't know the puppet's name, but like if the puppet is El Jalapeno, you go, hey Jeff, how you doing? Hey El Jalapeno, how you doing? Like you had to address them as like a third person or whatever. and you wouldn't break the fourth
Yeah.
wall. Yeah, you wouldn't break that wall. So
Dude,
it was
his
just like,
puppetry messes with my head because he does this. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to have
Which
a
one?
friend in the puppet industry, which is Scotty. And remember how he says how you have to talk with the bottom? So every time I see this guy move the puppet mouth, it's like he's just doing this and he's just like talking regular. So
he's all over the
so
place.
it's just I guess that's part of the gimmick of it, is what makes it a little bit more funnier.
Well, he's a Puerto Rican puppet. I don't know.
And
like his whole
first Puerto Rican puppet. I've never seen a Puerto Rican puppet.
yeah, like he has like this whole thing where he calls like the women putines and totines and bichazo. Like he just like makes up these like weird kind of like I was questioning my Spanish watching him. I'm like, bicha? What the fuck? like papalingo and I was like, papalingo. I was like, what is this? I don't know any of these things. So he has like these weird like catchphrases, and like when I introduced him, I was like, oh, he's from Instagram, YouTube famous. You might know him from the Poutine Olympics, and the whole crowd went ape shit me saying Poutine Olympics, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but it was on his profile.
Slang.
Yeah, but like, and people loved him, man. People loved him. He was funny. He was funny, and like I thought he was just some Instagram hack, and he's not. He's actually a comedian that's been doing it for 5 years. Realized his comedy career was going nowhere. Pulled out a puppet, does his act in a puppet form, and it went viral. Yeah. And boom, now he's doing shows. Last night he pulled 235. He's going to Tampa tonight and then Miami. So he's doing a Florida tour, and then he flies back to Boston.
That's awesome.
And they pay, and he had a door deal, so he got paid.
That's nice.
75% of the door deal.
I wonder if he makes like a separate deal for his puppet.
The puppet.
No, he gets 20%.
I'll send you some pictures, but the puppet is so raggedy looking. It's funny, and like the pants always fall down, and like everyone thought I was weird. Like, does it have a penis?
Dude,
like, why would it have a penis?
You didn't go on stage with like a sock with like these two little googly eyes, and then you tried. Oh my god!
Oh man, if I would have talked to you, that'd have been great. I would have did it.
It just hit me right now. I'm like, why? Why? Oh my gosh.
Well, the cool thing is, fingers kind of crossed, kind of deal. We talked. We clicked, and he's like, oh man, next time I come in, because he's gonna come back next 6 months. I want to take you on my little mini Florida tour, and I was like, cool, let's do it.
That's really awesome.
So we kind of we clicked. So he was a cool guy. Sad thing is, I don't know his real name. His real I think it's Danny.
So wait, Danny. Joselito's not his name. So that's probably the puppet's name.
The puppet's name's Joselito.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
His name is something. I don't.
Well, I hope
I was
it's
just
something.
Like, I don't know what it is.
Check his birth.
And then he had his feature. He had his feature guy there.
His birth certificate is 3 dots and his last name Gonzalez.
Yeah, but no, they're cool guys. They're funny. The feature guy, he has talent. He has potential. He just got to do it a lot more. You can see he was kind of like rushing his jokes, classic, basic, beginner stuff.
Oh,
but
look at you, all fancy.
I'm fine. Hey man, 5 years you learn something.
5 years, man. Oh my gosh, what the hell? What's wrong with you? When you gonna be famous,
you know what
man?
It is?
You're supposed to be out there in L.A.
I don't know if I'm gonna be famous, but every time I go, man, I'm quitting. Improv goes, hey, you want to host for Tommy Davidson?
You always tell me, you're like, I'm gonna take a break for a couple of weeks, and it's like you're gonna be back on stage in a few days. If not, that
every time I
say,
I want to take a. Every time I'm like, I'm done, man. I'm done. Hey, Pablo Francisco's in town. You want to do a set?
It just sucks you right back in. That for me, that's how I know it's passion, because it's like I tried quitting art so many times, and for some odd reason you start doodling again, and next thing you know you're like finishing off 10 pages. You're like, what the hell? I literally said I wanted to quit, and it just sucks you right back in.
I had a show every day this week.
Damn.
Every night I had a show this whole week. I think I haven't done something like this in a long time, and work.
Wow.
So I feel that the wall starting to kick me in the head a little bit, but I'm like, I'm good. I'm tired. I'm so tired. These late nights that's what sucks, because I'm so like, and then I wake up at 6 to go train, do all the personal training stuff.
It's working for you.
It's working. I ain't complaining. I mean, I love it. I love that like kind of busy hustle.
Just keep making those contacts and just enjoy the ride, and that's all you can do, man. It's just, and because I know sometimes you're kind of like like, oh, I don't have enough Instagram followers or my YouTube.
Oh, dude.
And
Oh,
it's like, dude, that's the grind. That's the part of the grind.
That hurts the most for some reason.
Okay, look. Instagram, I have like 20.4, right? 20K followers. But 90% of that is probably robots or people who just like watched me once and then just left their Instagram account. So if in essence, I probably have like a true maybe 1,500 followers.
Here's what burns me up. So I will follow other people, of course, and I will do a video that I feel is like top notch, right. And like even everyone says, "Dude, this is really nice," and I get compliments and blah blah blah. And you see, like I try not to put out bullshit photo. Then some other dude will post a selfie, just a selfie of him, got some new kicks. Yo, like 10,000 likes. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I get 20 likes on my video that took me forever. And he's not even famous. He's not famous. He's nothing.
But then that'll be funny too, because you can do a hashtag, new Jordans or whatever, and it's like you probably still won't get as many likes as that dude for some odd reason. It's like, so I think, percentage of that must be bought. It has to be bought, because I mean, come on, man. Sometimes they'll post up a sketch. I mean, I've shown you many sketches before, and you're like, how the hell they get 30,000 likes?
Oh, you mean like when you draw something really cool, and then someone else draws some
like
horrendous,
like some random headshot, and you're like, how the hell did that get 30,000 likes? That makes zero sense.
I'm like, how? There's no way anyone's like, this is good art. This is, I will spend $100
the funny
on that
part
piece.
is that there's really, really good comic book artists out there, and they don't even get that amount of likes, not even for a headshot. So I'm like, that's got to be bought. If not, that's just some straight up anime weirdness, because it's normally anime stuff. So it's got to be the
You know what the funny
stuff.
thing? The Instagram dude was telling me, not the puppet, his feature. His name's Comic Scrap. If you guys are curious, he's funny. He tells me he throws in only $1 to $2 promo for whatever. Right. And I was like, you don't do anything. He goes, I don't do anything. I keep it to $1 to $2, and it shoots out to everyone. And puts it up at the top. And I was like, yeah, because I did it, and I did it for $10. He's like, you fucked up. $10 is too much. You wasted your money, because $10 goes out to all these people who cares, and then it goes away real fast. Just do $1 to $2, and that's how I build my fan.
Now you're talking about like him paying for ads.
He pays for
on
ads
Instagram.
On Instagram, and he said, "Don't do videos, do photos."
Okay, well that's a good tip, because I used to
because
spend
people
5 to 10 on
people
video.
are lazy. Yeah, people are lazy.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, man.
Yeah, but it's true. But even to watch a video, sometimes I'm scrolling. I'm like, it's like if the first like 6 to 7 seconds don't grab me, and it's true, the first 6 to 7, that's the reason why Vine was so great. If the first 6 7 seconds don't grab you, it's like, I'm moving on. And it's because it's social media is insane. You just gotta keep scrolling and scrolling.
He's like, so he does a promo for the photo, and then on his live feed, he will put the video, and then another live feed saying, "Hey, go check out my new video." And then another photo saying, "Oh, I got a new video up," or just something. And then it brings people back and forth, because what happened is the photos go up and then it gets pushed down by everyone else's bullshit.
It's a damn algorithm, man.
But the way Instagram is working now, because everyone's doing, the live feed stuff. If somebody like whenever you post something up, it goes right to my feed automatic, because I watch you so much. So that's what happened. When more people watch you, it goes on their top feed. And when they click on the live stuff where they see people going pop, 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 it's good. And he said that the live feeds, it's almost like if you give them too much, they're done with you. That's why.
That's how I found out.
Rappers. Yeah, that's how rappers. Yeah. You started doing it. Like you were doing it every day, and it was cool. But then you're starting to noticing the numbers kicking down. So he's like, I only do it like once. Dude,
I got down to 26 views. For one day.
But you were up to
man, when I post something up, you're looking at 18,000, 20,000 views easy.
I remember Periscope was ridiculous. I don't know what happened with them, but yeah.
No, they're still around. I mean, you got Joey Diaz and I think Bert Kreischer does it sometimes. But he's mainly on Instagram, though.
Yeah, I'd rather just watch it later.
Yeah. Oh, well, they got YouTube as well. So, I mean, that's I've been living on YouTube lately, dude. I've been loving it. I've been watching tons of stuff. The beauty of it is it's not like I'm watching YouTube Red or anything like that, but it's just the content for learning and for being entertained at the same time. So it's kind of a weird thing. It's sort of like a cell phone, you know. It's like you do everything on it. You know, you work, you play, you do what you got to do on it, and that's it, and you move on. So, but Instagram is
You work, you play, you go outside, you toss a ball, hit it with a
it's
bat.
weird because around my neighborhood, I see kids playing outside, and I find that so odd. I'm like, shouldn't you be inside playing with a damn Xbox or your iPad? You know what? It's weird because it's normally you get parents saying, go outside, play with with a baseball or something, you know. And now I'm starting to see that happen where actually there's kids playing around in the neighborhood, riding bikes and everything. I'm like, and I find that so odd now. It's like you should be inside.
Thank God you're not a parent.
Dude, for real. And when I was a kid, I was just like, I got Nintendo. It was over. That was it. Nestle's, strawberry milk, and Nintendo. And I rocked it, and I gained weight like a son of a bitch. And I was happy.
You're at school calling your mom because you're sick at school. I need to go home. What happened? The wind touched me.
No, I wasn't a sensitive kid. I was really non-talkative though.
I can see that.
Dude, I was a shy son of a bitch. I was shy.
Or a jerk.
No, I was never a jerk. I was really shy, you know? And because I only knew how to draw, kids and bullies would not mess with me.
What do you mean?
I had a kid. I went to this. We moved to this place in Connecticut. It was called Ashford, and it was predominantly Ashford, and it was predominantly just a bunch of like Caucasians, right? And it's weird because it's like I was the only Hispanic there. There was another Hispanic, but then they moved away. I'm like, shit. So
keep talking low because they might hear you.
Quiet.
They might hear you. They might hear you.
No, because I'm saying it was eerie. It was just like that. It was eerie, you know. And one kid wanted to pick on me, and I was like, "Oh,
I'm gonna pick on you."
It was a big dude. It was like he wanted to pick on me and everything. And then I made this Bart Simpson drawing. At the time, like the Simpsons were huge. I mean, they were on the TV Guide. They were everywhere, right? So I drew the Simpsons piece, and at the end, I gave it to him. I said, "Look, you want it? It's yours." And that was it. And ever since then, A-OK USA. That was it, man. It was just like, I mean, I wish there was a story where, you know, he threw me in the garbage or in the toilet or something, but there wasn't, you know. The teachers were way meaner than what the kid was, but. Dude, I had a teacher called Miss Prescott, and it was one of those old ladies that you just looked at them and you would turn stone cold. Perfect example, Invader Zim. Remember the teacher?
Oh,
oh my God, that was her. And it was so freaky. And she would give you that look like she hasn't slept for days, and then she had that coffee breath.
I once smiled when I was a child.
You hear that snake slither in the background, dude. So that's where that land of me was at the time, and then we moved out of there. So.
Where were we, class? Oh, that's right. You're all gonna die. I thought this is math class.
Yeah, good days. But yeah, so that's where we stopped. Oh snap! It's only been 28 minutes. That's awesome. We actually survived the 15-minute.
We gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it off at 15, so we hit the 28 mark.
We're supposed to only do 15?
We're supposed to do 15 because
we nailed
trying
it.
to test it. Every time we try testing the damn podcast stuff, something happens.
I really hope this one comes out well.
I think it will. I think it's perfect. I think we this is a perfect time to do closing. So go ahead, rattle off your closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts. So my closing thoughts are: B1, stay prosperous. That's how much I don't know about being humble. By the way, I had to mumble off everything. Oh, I am.
No.
Humble.
You're right. You did sew a man's back.
And that's
for another story. That's for another podcast.
Well, if you, with that said, you can find me on all the social medias at Kermit L. Gonzalez or Stand Up Kermit.
And you're done? That's it. And I'm at Sketch Artist Sanchez on Instagram. And that's all she wrote.
YouTube.
Who's on YouTube?
You are. He's on YouTube. You can find him at Sketch Artist Sanchez as well.
And we're done. All right. See y'all later. Peace. Bow.